Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Monday night Grubb Cast. Uh, give me a comment because I had to do some different things. StreamYard has done some kind of update, and I want to make sure I am on here. I'm trying to find myself on Facebook. I don't know. It says I'm on here. I got a check mark. Give me a comment, guys. It's not circled in Facebook like it normally is. Wait, there, maybe that's it. Nope, this is last week. Okay, I got Chris McDonald, Greg. Thank you guys. So you guys are seeing it on Facebook because you commented there that it showed up Facebook. So okay, I appreciate that. For some reason, I can't get it up on my end here. Let me try one more thing here. Let me go to this. While I'm scrolling down through here, the Stricklands have been killing the Bucks. Hey, Steve. Looks like Kent Strickland killed his yesterday morning, and Matthew killed a buck this morning. Strickland. So they've been doing some hunting. I took my boat down there and dropped it off yesterday. He's going to do some work. It's had a little malfunction down at Norman. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm trying to. We may just have to go with the flow here on. Yep, we're just going to have to go with the flow on the regular page here. Anybody over on YouTube that sees it, give me a comment if you see it on YouTube. Okay. Let's get who makes this happen for me, who helps me do what I love to do. Guys, I couldn't go do this fishing and stuff throughout the whole year without these guys that I talk about every week on here. Man, they make it to where I can do what I love to do. And I really appreciate them. Fish sticks rods. Speaking of which, I brought two down. A lady had ordered for her grandkids. And I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but that is a Ohio State rod, spinning rod, 7-foot medium. And then she ordered another. Evidently, both of her kids go to Ohio State, grandkids. And Miss Wendy can really make some wonderful things on the rods. This is the Brutus. You can see Brutus on there. And this is wrapped in the scarlet. All the eyelets are wrapped in the scarlet with a red thread around it. Very, very sharp rods. Guys, get with me. We can get you a custom rod set up. Hey, Larry. Hey, Michael. Okay, on with the plastics. Hook and donkey. As you guys seen last week on my opening video, I took Mike's baits down to Norman and caught some fish 2 weeks ago, and this last weekend down there in the tournament, I put a keeper in the boat with one of his baits and his new jig head that he's making, shaky head. Well, it's a versatile Uh, complete. You can use it for anything. But I put a keeper in the boat with it. I've got a real good video that I'm going to be coming out with. Hopefully, if I can get my editing figured out. Sanborn Builders, you know, that time of year, inside work, get a hold of them. They'll come and repaint your house, do whatever you want, remodel your house for you. Sanborn Builders, Ace Hardware. Definitely want to go down and check out their Milwaukee heated vest and jackets. You also can get your plumbing, electrical, grill. If you want to do some grilling out, they got the eggs in down there. And while you're down there, you can go on over to the little section of Blue Rock Bait and Tackle and pick you up some 1099 spinner baits, buzz baits. They got the triple threads. They got the whole selection of Blue Rock Bait and Tackle down there. We was watching a little thing on the way, listening to a little podcast on the way back from Norman, and Jacob Wheeler mentioned the 1099 jig. And it's a new, he was giving baits for November out, and he mentioned the 1099 jig. Hobbs Roofing up in Akron, Ohio. Pizza Stop. I almost got me a salad tonight. Mike, it's Ace Hardware on Richland Avenue here in Athens. Southern Ohio Sanitation. I've been announcing here lately, I found out he is licensed too to put in new septic systems. So get a hold of Southern Ohio Sanitation. Williams and Son Construction. Man, you talking about a man that can build some stuff. Ron can build it. He's doing an amazing thing out here on 19 right now by the golf course. All that new build out there is Ron Williams and Son Construction doing that. And Raccoon Creek Outfitters. I know it's getting that time of year that the kayaks ain't going to be out, but you still can go down and get a new one. Get you one picked up. He'll be probably at our show, our swap meet, and get you some accessories. And he's got some tackle in down there too. So go down to Raccoon Creek Outfitters down here on Route 50. Pick you up some tackle, some kayak, a new kayak or kayak accessories. Want to mention too, right here in the screen behind me, I want to thank Charlie Newsling from our Bass Club. That is an old hummingbird graph. It actually has, I think, the paper in it. I need to do some research and see how old it is, but he brought that to me last week at the meeting, and I'm going to have it in the show in the background. That's a neat graph that he brought. It's a old fish finder graph. Okay, tonight's trivia question. I'm going to be giving away the 4-inch Drek from Hook and Donkeys, and it's the green pumpkin. Green pumpkin 4-inch Drek will be the trivia question tonight. We'll talk about Brian Rose had a tournament yesterday on Lake Snowden. The fish was biting. First place and Big Bass went to John Bircher and Roger Mullins with 7.54. Big Bass was 277. Second went to Brian Rose and John Rose with 2.60. Third place went to Brody and Drew Cochran with 215. I think he's saying that might be his last tournament for the year. So there'll be some more popping up. I might throw one on here before long. Once I get my boat back. I know that Eddie Fryer and them are still running one down at Gallipolis. Hopefully this Sunday I'll be able to make it down to that one. I think they're running at 1 to 5. I do believe. Chris, if you're on here, give me the times you guys will be down there. Just come back from Norman for the Special Operation Bass Anglers SOBA tournament. We had 84 boats show up, guys. That was the biggest turnout they've had to date. And this was year number 6. I was trying to think, but I'm pretty sure I have been to every one of them since they've started. I'm pretty sure. I'm not I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that I've been to every one of them. Okay. Don't want to go up there. I've been clicking on stuff and pull around and get you guys off. StreamYard's got me messed up. It updated everything, and now I can't find myself over here on the split screen of Facebook. So I'm just going to X out of there and not worry about it. Just go on the comments on this page here. Okay. But yeah, down there, me and Josh went down on Wednesday night. We practiced Thursday. We found a couple little things going on. Wasn't wonderful, but it wasn't bad either. I found a little topwater bite. Of course, I didn't find it. Nick gave me a little insight scoop on it about a topwater, and yeah, they was eating it. I think we had 7 keepers on the day before the tournament, and actually, I'll tell a little story on it. It was pretty neat. There was a stump on a rock pile. Hey, Mike. But yeah, it was a stump, great big stump on a rock pile, and I threw the top water, the spook over top of it, was twitching it. Fish explodes on it. I set the hook, and I tell Josh, I said, "There's fish swimming with it." He threw over to the stump. He hooks the fish. Well, I'm fighting my fish in, and another fish comes up, hits that fish, knocks it off the bait, and hooks itself in the belly of the other fish, and it was a bigger fish. It was about 16 inches long. And that's the thing about them spots down there, guys. When you hook one, there's 3 or 4 more swimming with them. And they are a lot of fun. The guys that won it had 18 pounds. I'm going to try to get Nick on here maybe next week. And he can give the places. They played 10 places. It took 13 pounds to get into money. And we had 8.9. So we was pretty far down the line in places. But we caught 5 fish. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to get a limit, at least go across the stage with a limit, and Norman's just fun. Now this, like I said, this week here wasn't, it wasn't the Norman that I like to go to where you catch 50 fish, but I think we only on the tournament day, I know we only had 5 keepers, and I think maybe Josh might have had 2 or 3 short fish. I think he had 4 short fish and a keeper, and then I had 4 keepers, and I don't think I might have had 1 short fish. I didn't have many short fish, so that's the thing. I was surprised about that because usually, you can catch quite a few short fish, but still had fun. Especially, it's always fun when you get a topwater bite. I mentioned earlier I set my GoPro up to record, and I actually got 4 of my keepers, all 4 of the fish that I caught. I got on my GoPro. 3 of them was blow ups. I got the blow ups on recorded. So I'm going to do some work on trying to get it edited and post it on Facebook. If I get it figured out, it should be a really good video because, like I said, they was all blow ups, or 3 of them was the blow up on the top water, and I got them all in the screen of them blowing up. There is one, the biggest fish of the tournament. I'd caught uh, the third fish I caught was on Mike's uh, Ned head, or Ned 4-inch Ned, and the I think he's calling that the Powerball jig head, and I put it in the live well. It was a 14-inch fish. Put it in the live well, and I left one of the lids of the live well open. Didn't realize it. And when I caught the big fish, the 4th fish on the top water, Josh come from the back of the boat to get the net and almost fell down in the live well. So he had some choice words about the lid being open and about breaking his neck that I don't know if I'll be able to get bleeped out or not. If not, I guess it'll be just a little bit of language. Nowadays you hear it everywhere. So, but we had a good time. We stuck around and fished Saturday for half a day. It was really tough. We only had 1 short fish each. I couldn't run a lot with my boat because on tournament day, we run around up on the upper end of the lake. And I told Josh, I'm like, well, we both together was like, you know what? I knew there was some nice fish down at the dam, down at the lower part. And I'm like, let's run. It ain't take us that long. Let's run down there. So we run down, and I will do that, Jeff. I didn't figure you'd go to Gunnersville. I figured you would be going to Afala. But I'll give you a call after the show. But yeah, we run down there, and my boat started having an alarm. Well, I was like, it does this sometimes, but it doesn't affect nothing. Well, next thing you know, it goes into limp mode. I'm like, uh-oh, I think I've got an oil problem. So I go back and I pull the cover off my boat motor, and my little reservoir on the motor was empty and no oil. So it wasn't pushing oil up into the reservoir. Luckily, I had a quart of oil in the boat, and I put oil down in the reservoir, fired it up. She run fine. So we fished around there a little bit more, not much. And then I was like, well, let's get back towards the ramp. It's getting close to weigh in anyhow. So we run up the lake and got just about, we stopped. I wanted to stop off at another spot where I'd caught a keeper the day before. And just as I was coming down off the pad, started beeping again. I'm like, well, I need to fill it up again. So we fished there for a little while, and then I filled the reservoir back up again and was able to come on into the weigh-in. And, I threw a text out to Aaron Strickland down in Willersburg and told him, what I had going on. He's like, bring your boat down, drop it off. I'll get you taken care of. So I dropped it off yesterday, and I'll wait for him to give me a call and let me know what's going on with it. But, for him to tell me bring it down and drop it off that quick was wonderful. I really feel lucky to be able to have people like that I can get it taken care of that quick. But it's not like we've got a lot of fishing going on right now, but I'm not opposed to going back to Norman again before the winter's over. I want to thank John and Angela Mayo for letting me leave my boat at their place the week before the tournament. I was able to go down and fish Friday or Saturday and Sunday and leave my boat, and then turn around and drive down and pick the boat up and go on fish the tournament, and then bring the boat back home. That was really, really nice. And Dean, I know you're on here watching it. Thank you for getting a hold of your cousin. I will keep that in mind. Uh, I definitely will keep that in mind because I'm pretty sure I might be going back down there again, and I might leave the boat and go back 2 weekends in a row. You never know about me. Yeah, Jeff Dyer commented on here about Gunnersville and the Toyota Series. Guys, it's Gunnersville this year. Pickwick and Lake Eufaula is the three lakes that they're fishing in the Toyota Central Division. I'm definitely planning on fishing at least one. And if Jeff and him wants to go to Gunnersville, that's where we'll go. I like Gunnersville. I really like Gunnersville. It's a little bit of a drive, but it ain't that bad. And my boat acted up down there. Same oil, done the oil thing again. So hopefully Aaron will get it figured out why it keeps doing it about every 6 months. But yeah. We have our swap meet is set for. I gotta get some flyers made up. But our swap meet is going to be January the 17th at Market on State. We'll do it in the hallway. So anybody on here listening that wants a booth, we're doing 10 by 10s and 10 by 20s. 10 by 10s is $20 and the 10 by 20 is $30. So 10 by 10s will be $20 and the 10 by 30s or 10 by 20s is $30. And it's January 17th. Probably open the doors at 8 o'clock, and the show will probably start about 10. We'll probably run it 10 to 3. Usually by 3 o'clock, everybody's done and ready to roll. So do it maybe 10 to 2. I have to talk to a couple guys and see, but by 2, 3 o'clock, everybody's ready to roll out there anyhow. So put on your calendars January 17th for the Athens County High School swap meet at the Market on State. I'll get some flyers and I'll have it posted up on here too. Through the time of, when things start getting closer, and I'll announce it probably every week now until. Also, while we're talking about that, let's see here. I want to make sure I get I'm gonna need to write these dates down and have them. So I don't have to look them up every week. The Great Lakes Fishing Expo up at Youngstown, Ohio will be January 9th through the 11th. Get a hold of Jesse French, or I don't know Aaron's last name. Get a hold of Jesse French, or they got a Facebook page, Great Lakes Fishing Expo. Yeah, if you want to get you a booth and stuff for that, that's a really good expo. And then I do believe Columbus Expo. I think it is January 30th through February 1st is the Columbus National Fishing Expo. And then the Ohio Bass Federation Open Meeting is February 7th. So anybody wants to go up to the Federation meeting, it's February 7th. And we'll be back up at the Delaware shooting range. Okay, let's go ahead and do the trivia questions. Pretty easy question tonight. I need to start getting a little more to where I find a little harder questions. And I may have already asked this question before. I don't believe I have, but and it's for the 4-inch Drex Green Pumpkin. Okay, trivia question. How old is Kevin Van Dam? Pretty easy question. How old's Kevin Van Dam? How old is Kevin Van Dam? Nope, Travis, that's not right. Fred Teets, 58. Kevin's 58 years old. Mike, I didn't ask how old you was. Fred, send me your information and I'll send you these in the mail. And guys, if you would, if you see me post a video on YouTube, click over on it and like it and subscribe to my channel and watch the video for me. I'm going to start posting some more videos on it. Fred says donate it to a youth, please. Okay, I can do that. I sure can do that. And guys, back to that. That SOBA Special Ops Bass Anglers, man, did they have door prizes. My goodness. Buckets of Starbright. People made baits that autographed them. They had some reels, 3 different kind of battery chargers for boats. I mean, they had all kind of stuff. If you guys can get it off and go down, it's always the Friday before Veterans Day. I think it's the first Friday in November. It's when they usually have it. If you have got any questions about it, get with me. I follow Nick, and he will. He always lets me know when they get ready to start doing it. And yes, it is a really good tournament, and it's worth the drive down there to fish it. Okay, guys, I've been on here for 30 minutes. Time to go up and fix dinner. So I appreciate everybody being on. Maybe I'll get Nick on next week. I'll post ahead of time if I'm going to have him on. I got to get with him and see what his schedule looks like. And then I got to start getting a hold of people and getting some other people on here and having some other people talk through the wintertime here. So, okay, guys, I appreciate it. Another good week, and I will see you next Monday night. for another Grubb Cast. Everybody be out there, be safe. Still can get on the water. It's supposed to get in the 60s late this week, so don't put the boats up yet. Okay, guys. See you next week.